Looney Farm Guy here with a new mod test for Farming Simulator 22, and this is Lizard Liquid Fertilizer Wagons by Custom Modding. This is for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console, and it is 51.18 megabytes to download. Slot count is 9 for this one and 18 for the little guy, which is kind of interesting, but I think it's because it has so many little hoses and stuff going on here, a lot of detail we see here. So what is going on here with these? Well, these are quite simply extra fertilizer tanks on a trailer that you can pull behind, say, a seeder, or just use them for transport. Now let's have a look at them first. Where we'll find them? We'll find them under tools and sprayers. Yes, that's where we'll find it. First one, the FS22 liquid cart, $80,000. It will hold 15,000 liters of herbicide or liquid fertilizer. Wheel choices: Michelin, which is wheels, dual wheels on the back. Lizard, so Michelin, that's it. Lizard, we have a choice of treads. And then we have Lizard with the tracks, 3D tracks, I might add, with a couple of, or 3 different tire tread options for the front, and then back to Michelin. So basically, wheels or tracks. Tracks are going to cost you extra $39,000, so just be aware of that. Main color, there we go. We have a choice of a few main colors: white, beige or white, gray, that's the frame, blue, red, black, yellow. Yeah, that's it. No charge for the change in frame color. Design color: black, orange, those are the hoses. Light green, blue, darker green, brown, or gray. No charge for that either. Popping over to the smaller one, 5,000 liter liquid cart, $48,000. We have the same choice of brands. We just have the Michelin or Lizard. In Michelin, we have a couple of sizes to choose from, and in Lizard, it is, it's Michelin. Basically, it's called a Michelin. The Lizard Michelin track for $39,000. Main color is your frame again. All the same colors as you had before with the frame choice, and design color is your hoses as well. Right, so typically you'll be pulling this behind, say, for a seeder or a planter that uses liquid fertilizer. That is one option. No hitch on the back of this one. However, this one does have a hitch. So how do they work? Well, they're just very plainly and strictly a tank. This one, the small one, you can L1 and X folds those lights. And as we turn the lights on, we have plenty of lights. This thing looks kind of like a little Star Wars something or other. Filling it is going to be a little bit tricky, and I say that because it won't fill at the regular 8.2 Studio. Oh, did that wheel fold up? That wheel kind of folded up. So it won't fill from a buy anything silo like this 8.2 Studio one. I could not get anything in there. So I placed the base game liquid fertilizer tank. No go there. Nada. So I got another tank, filled that with fertilizer, and finally, yes, as you can see here, we can refill it from another tank. So there is that option. There is also the option to buy it in the IBC tanks, IBC, and refill it from there. As you can see, refilling it from there. Right, so what can you do with it once it's in the tank? Well, you can hook it up to a seeder and it will use it as long as it's attached. Now, obviously, you can see here I can't sell it. It's not giving me a trigger to sell this. And unload. So we do have the option to unload it. Unload. There we go. So yes, we can unload it onto the ground. Will we be able to take it out with a tank? Can I load it from the tank? Another excellent question. Will is not giving me... No. Although now it's kind of stuck on the start filling. That's kind of odd. I think something's kind of glitching here. No, I can't fill it from the tank. So, right. So let's drop that for a moment. Now, it's very stylized. Now, quite literally, instead of using this, you can use this, to be quite honest, if you want. If you want to. This is really, all it is really a fertilizer or herbicide tank. Now, what will this hook to? Well, I guess if I line it up properly, it might hook to... There we go. So it'll hook to a pin hitch. And if we zip around here and buy a ball hitch, not that one, that one, there we go. We'll do a quick check on the ball hitch. Some nice lights on there. So if we, my reversing skills is being exposed again. And there we go. So it will hook to either a pin hitch or a ball hitch. Very nice to know. Could come in very handy. So depending on what kind of seeder or planter system you have, of course it's going to have to use the liquid fertilizer. The herbicide is interesting. You can hook a sprayer up to the back of this and use this as an extra tank, perhaps. This one, let's hop in here. This one as well, let's go forward here, can fill from an IB, well, from a pallet, shall we say. So you can see here, refill, yes, so very good. And there we go. Can we refill from itself? It doesn't appear that is possible. Again, won't refill from there, won't refill from this either. So it's kind of limited in, you're going to have another tank to refill this tank, basically, or have a bunch of pallets with the herbicide or liquid fertilizer in it. So from another tank, yes, you can fill it. But to unload this, we will spin it over the... we'll spin it over top of the sell anything point here, but I don't think we're going to get a trigger, no. And we can't put it back into a fertilizer. I'm not getting a trigger to unload it into there either. So, as much as it looks really nice, unfortunately, it doesn't really work all that well, at least not loading and unloading. Now, it will work as a spare tank once you have it all connected up, and if you whatever you want to connect to it. One last test we are going to do, because this is kind of important, is will you be able to refill a sprayer from it if you take it out into the field and you want to refill your sprayer from this tank. I am not getting a trigger to refill, so unfortunately it's going to look very pretty in your yard, it's not going to be very useful. So unfortunately, none of that works. So it's strictly only a tank that you'll be able to use if it's attached via a hitch somehow, or unless you want to dump the stuff on the ground and then pick it up from a yeah. So in my final assessment, it's going to need an update for this to be practical in farm use, for me at least. Anyways, and that's the Lizard Liquid Fertilizer Wagons by Custom Modding. 51.18 megabytes to download. 9 and 18 slots. 18 slots for that. On console. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.